Welcome to OnSign TV Expert Tips. Let's talk about reports. We just rolled out an update for them, and you can currently generate the latest version of reports. As always, you can get reports on campaigns. Now you can also get reports on playlists and individual media files. We'll talk about how to use this feature, but first it needs to be enabled. Just reach out to support@onsign.tv. Once that's done, there are two important steps to take in order to generate reports for any piece of content. First, we need to enable media recording on the player you'd like to generate reports for. To do this, go into Players, choose the player you want, go into Settings, and tick the setting to keep record of playbacks on this player. This means that event tracking begins at this moment, so it's not possible to create media playback reports for previous periods. The second step is to track individual media elements. Basically, you need to right-click the media you want to track and hit Enable Reporting. Now we can generate reports for these media files. Note that individual media reporting increases bandwidth by about 3 to 5 megabytes per day per player. Go to the Reports tab, hit the drop-down here, and select New Report. Currently, this is in beta format. Most things are similar to the regular reporting layout. The main difference is that the report no longer forces you to choose between campaigns and other media. You can now organize both very neatly within your report. Let's go through the report creation from the top. There are two main options. First, you can set up a start and end date for the report, and second, you can schedule reports to generate automatically on a weekly or monthly basis. This is highly recommended as reports can go only up to 60 days into the past, so schedule them to ensure you don't lose any report data. Up next, select the player or player groups you'd like to collect data from. You can also filter players by tag if you choose to, something like lounge players, lobby players, and so on. Now let's select the content. To include all campaigns and enabled content, leave this blank. For filtering specific content, click on the Add button. Now begin selecting the content you want to create a report for. You can search through your files as you usually do on OnSign TV. Simply tick the folders and items here you'd like to include in your report. Double-click to open folders, by the way. You can also use the search bar to find items. Search within a specific folder by name. You can also select the type of content to search for, be it a campaign, folder, or a specific item format. You can also search based on the time of item modification or based on publishing restrictions. As you can see, specifying the content is straightforward, but do keep in mind that the only content that will appear here by default are campaigns. Other content, such as images, videos, and playlists, fall under individual reporting. So whenever you add a new piece of media, you need to right-click it and enable reporting on it, as we did at the start. Moving on, you can also filter content based on tags. And you can specify if you want content that has all the tags you listed in this field or any tags, meaning at least one of them. Now let's get into the advanced settings. So above we specified the data pool we want to include in the report. Here we can filter content based on type. So you could say only get report data on content that is an image and a video. You can also specify playback reasons if you're looking for something specific. So for example, with this feature, you can generate a report specifically for the primary loop, which is content you regularly schedule to play, for content that was played on demand, for example. Here we'll tick this to include only content that was played as a result of on-touch interaction. These are some new report features. You can tick to include playbacks with errors, meaning playbacks where content failed to play for one reason or another. Also include partial playback for content that was interrupted or didn't play through to the end. And lastly, show only content that is played as a result of user interaction. This one is great for tracking interaction data. Once you've specified the data you want, select how you want to have it packaged, so to speak. So for example, you can get data summary of the entire report period, summary of the content for each individual day, each individual player, combine these two, meaning summary of each player for each day, and lastly, you can get a summary for every single playback. This last one can generate a large amount of data, and for that reason, there is a neat new feature. So if you select individual playbacks here, and down here in the output format, you select XLCSV, or comma-separated values, you can then specify the columns in your report, in case you don't need all of them, for example. You can also drag them around to arrange their order in the report. Lastly, here you can enter the email or emails you'd like to notify once the report is generated. This will take a short time once you hit Create Report, and these emails will be notified when the report is ready for download. Also, all reports you generated will be neatly organized here so you can have a clean database of reports. And that's it for this expert tip. I'll see you in the next one.